Hello friends, we are back with our tea advent calendar and we are on day 13. I cannot believe we are halfway through Vlogmas. Let's see what we have now. Cinnamon pear green tea. Alright. We've had similar flavors that I've enjoyed to that, so that will be good. We'll get that going. So our tea's been sitting for a little bit. We're going to give this a try. That's interesting. It's not bad. It's not been my favorite so far. The cinnamon definitely overpowers the pear. That's not bad though. We'll definitely drink that. Today on day 13 of Vlogmas is another awesome collab hosted by Rob and Sumner Cook. I will leave their channel in the description box. They're hosting a holiday dish collab. So I decided I'm going to share with you guys one of my favorite holiday side dish. I think it's so versatile. It goes with almost any type of protein that you are making, and you can change it up to fit your taste and your family's needs. So let's get in the kitchen. Hey friends, welcome back to my kitchen. We are going to make one of my favorite side dishes for the holidays, cheesy potatoes. We love potatoes around here, and we love making them all kinds of different ways. So I am going to wash and peel probably about a good 4 or 5 of these good sized potatoes. So we have our potatoes all cubed up, and I'm going to just barely bring them to a boil. I just want to soften them, kind of makes the cooking process in the oven go by just a little bit faster. So we're going to fill these up with water and get them on the stove, and then we're going to start grating up our cheese. So the cheese that I'm going to grate up for our cheesy potatoes is this Colby Jack and some cheddar. And I'm going to use some of this herb goat cheese and a block of cream cheese. So these are going to be a nice creamy cheesy potatoes, and they're so delicious. So we drained our potatoes, and we have shredded up our 2 blocks of cheese and 1 can of evaporated milk. We're going to put this on the stove and let it start to heat up, and we'll add our cream cheese and goat cheese to this and get it all nice and melty. Alright, so in our evaporated milk we have our herbed goat cheese and our cream cheese, and we're just going to let these guys slowly start to melt together. And once these are well incorporated, I will add in almost all of our shredded cheese. I'm going to leave behind about 2 cups or so to use as a topping. So we're just going to stir this occasionally until both these blocks of cheese are melted. So our cheese is starting to be all nice and bubbly, and the cream cheese and the goat cheese is almost mixed all the way through. If you don't like goat cheese, you could totally leave that out. The 1 can of evaporated milk and 1 brick of cream cheese will totally do the trick, but my family really enjoys the goat cheese. So now we're going to add in our shredded cheese. Make sure we leave some for the topping. I'm going to reserve back about 2 cups or so. And now we're just going to let this all melt together, and we're going to season it up, and then we'll pour it on top of our potatoes. Alright friends, so we got everything pretty much melted together here. So I'm going to add in my favorite seasonings. If you know me, you know everything I cook basically has garlic powder, and then we're going to do a little bit of onion, and Italian seasoning has got to be one of my favorites. Alright, we're going to take this off the heat. Get this all nice and mixed together, and we're going to pour this cheese sauce over our potatoes. Alright, so we have our potatoes in our grease 9x13 pan, and now we're just going to put on our cheese sauce. Smells so good. And we're going to give that a good mix together. And then we'll add the cheese and special Ritz cracker buttery topping. Alright, so now that we have that mixed pretty well together, I am going to add on that cheese that we reserved. Just sprinkle it on the top here. And I got my butter melting in the microwave. I am going to use a whole stick of butter because we like it buttery. And we're going to squish up some Ritz crackers and mix them around in that melted butter, and then we'll put that on top of this cheese, and we're going to bake this so everything is all nice and melty and bubbly. Oh, it's so good. One of the reasons why this is one of my favorite holiday side dishes is because, in my opinion, cheesy potatoes is perfect for any protein. Ham, turkey, beef, it's all delicious with a side of cheesy potatoes. So we have our melted butter here, and I have some crushed up Ritz crackers. So we're just going to pour those right into our melted butter and mix them around and make sure everybody's nice and well coated. So our crackers have soaked up quite a bit of that butter, and you know I can't resist an opportunity to flavor anything. So I'm putting a little bit of Italian seasoning in our crackers, and we're going to just give this one more good mix, and then we'll top our cheesy potatoes. Alright, so we got our Ritz cracker buttery topping on our cheesy potatoes, and I'm going to put this in my 400-degree preheated oven, and we're going to cook it for about 20-ish minutes or so, but we'll keep a good eye on it. We're just looking to melt the cheese and kind of brown the top. And our cheesy potatoes with our buttery Ritz cracker topping is out of the oven. It looks so good. We're going to let this cool down, and we're going to dig into this. It smells delicious. It's such a great side dish, or even to go to like a potluck or a church dinner, or to bring to a sick friend. You can jazz it up with different ham or broccoli inside. There's all kinds of different ingredients and things you can do. It's so good. This is so good. You can hear the crunch of the topping, but the potatoes are smooth and creamy and cheesy. Such a perfect holiday side dish.